So we're back with number 5, and we've got Joe can do 2.5 laps on the track in 1/4 of an hour. Enter the time in hours it would take Joe to do 2 laps on the track. And so Joe can do 2.5 laps in 1/4 of an hour. So it looks like our labels are going to be laps and hours. And so enter the time in hours. And so we are looking for hours. That's going to be, that needs to be red Schlegel. And so that's going to be our X value. That's what we're looking for. And 2 laps is what Joe's going to do during that time. So we're going to have 2 labels. We will have laps and we will have hours. And so starting off with this, we will have 2 1/2 laps in 1/4 of an hour. And on the other side, we are looking for hours. We don't know that, so that's our X value. And we know he's going to do 2 laps. And so my first step personally is going to be to change these the mixed number 2.5 into a improper fraction. So I will have 5/2 over 1/4. And then I will have 2 over x. The mixed number is just easier for me to work with than an improper fraction. Or sorry, the improper fraction is easier to work with for me than a mixed number. So I will do my cross multiply thing. And I get 5/2 times x is equal to 1/4 times 2. And so we're going to get 5/2 x is equal to 1/4 times 2, which is the same as 2/4. You could also rewrite that as 1/2 if you wanted to at this point. I'm not going to worry about it until the end. But we're going to divide by 5/2. And we can put that right in our calculator as 2/4 divided by 5/2. And what we're going to get, if we were to do that, would be 4/20. Or if we were to simplify that, we would get 2/10. Or if we were to simplify that even further, we would get 1/5. So all of these are acceptable answers. I'll go ahead and stick with the most simplified one of 1/5. All right, that's it for number 5. And so I'll pause that there for a moment and then move on to number 6. So it takes Hugh 30 minutes to make 3/4. I'm getting a phone call. And we have 3. I'm back from my phone call, by the way. We have 3/4 of a basket. So it looks like our labels are minutes and baskets. And so enter the time in minutes. So that's what we're looking for. That's going to be our X value. It would take Hugh to make 12 baskets. So we have minutes. And we have baskets. And so what we've got is we're going to have a proportion of 30 minutes to make 3/4 of a basket, and X minutes, we don't know the number of minutes, to make 12 baskets. So just like we've done with other things, we're going to do the cross multiply and divide situation here. So we'll have 30 times 12 is equal to 3/4 times x. And so we're going to get 360 equals 3/4 x. The last piece is going to be to divide both sides by 3/4. And what we're going to get when we do that in our calculator, I'll be right back, is going to be 480. And in your calculator, you would just put 360 divided by 3/4. And again, we are going to get 480. And so for number 6, it will take 480 minutes for Q to make 12 baskets. Coming back with 7 and 8. We've got that Ned needs 7.5 feet of rubber tubing to make 5 slingshots. And so we need to figure out the length of tubing. That's what we're looking for, so that's our X. It will take to make 87.5 slingshots. Don't know what half a slingshot looks like, but there we go. Okay, so we will have rubber tubing, and we will have slingshots. So we've got our proportions set up here. Will be 7.5 feet of tubing to make 5 slingshots. And we don't know how much tubing, that's our X value, to make 87.5 slingshots. And so my first thing is going to be to change that mixed number 87.5 into an improper fraction, just because that will be easier for me to work with. So we've got 7.5 and X and 5. 87.5, to turn that into an improper fraction, we do the G method. So 2 times 87 is 174, plus 1 more is 175. Okay, now that I've got that as an improper fraction, I'm going to go ahead and do my cross multiply and divide situation. So we will have 7.5 times 175 over 2 is equal to 5x. And what we get when we do that, again, you can just put that right in your calculator. And you're going to get 656.25, or 656 and 1/4 would also be true, equals 5x. And then our last piece is going to be to divide by 5. And we get 131.25 as our X value. So we'll take 131 and a quarter, or 0.25 feet of tubing to make 87.5 slingshots. Okay, so that's it for number 7. Moving on to the last one, number 8. We've got that it takes 20 5/8 feet of rope to make a rope swing. So we've got rope and we've got a swing. Enter the length of rope, that's our X value, that's what we don't know, to make 8 rope swings. And so our proportion is going to look like rope over swings. And so we will have 20 5/8 rope to make 1 rope swing. And we don't know how many feet of rope, to make 8 rope swings. And so again, for me, the easier way to handle these fractions is to do the G method and make it an improper fraction instead of a mixed number. And so 8 times 20 is 160, plus 5 is 165 over 8. Over 1 for one rope swing. And that brings us over here to x over 8. So again, we do our cross multiply divide situation just like we always do. And so we will have 165 over 8 times 8 is equal to 1 times x. And we will get 165 is equal to 1x. And so that's can be rewritten as 165 equals x without the 1 in front of it. And that's going to be the answer for us today. So 165 feet of rope is needed to make the rope swing. That's going to be it for this video. I hope this was helpful, and I hope you have an awesome day.